It's another glorious day, and in this video we leave the country.
I'm driving with the top down, baby. Rain won't stop me. I'm high on black coffee, baby. Your blues won't rock me. I'm planning on a sitcom, baby. Some girls can't stop me. I'm cranking up the bass and baby, and you can't drop me. Ooh, sugar pie. Ooh, sugar
Wow,
pie.
this is fun.
I'm gonna let my hair grow, baby. My boss can't stop me. I'm gonna take a payday loan to fight the commies. I'm heading to the drugstore, baby. Don't call your mommy. I'm gonna skip the ice cream, baby, and eat pastrami. Ooh, sugar pie. Ooh, sugar pie.
Oh my god, look at the house. Good morning, Huggy Bear. Well, we're packing up, which is all very exciting, and it's a complete mess. But there we go. Exciting times ahead. Let's wait for that train to go past. Perhaps in the last video, and there's a link up there, you saw this container arrive, and now it is pretty full of all our kit, and a lot of it's got to come back out because I've realised just how much stuff we have. And I'd like to say a couple of thank yous, and first of all I'd like to say thank you to G-Force. Go and see them in Aldershot. If you've got to hire a van, it's just really good value, and that is surely what we all want nowadays. Who else? Oh yes, Macrocare, my dentist. Thank you for the 2 fillings this morning. Good man, thank you for that. You know, does it well, doesn't hurt. Got the caravan, of course. You've seen that in a previous video, me loading that up, and we've got to transform that into some form of living accommodation. All very exciting and slightly terrifying, especially as we are planning to take the boat all the way down to Spain, and at the moment it's force 6, and it looks like it might be getting a little bit bouncier, but that's okay. 2 nights on a boat, hopefully we'll kip really well. Anyway, gonna do something now. Moving house, absolutely never ending. Anyway, we're nearly there. We've got 12 hours until we hand over. Well, a little bit more than 12 hours. So it looks like it's going to be a really short night tonight. Crazy time. But there we go. I haven't really got anything else to say about that. Thought I'd just quickly say what we were up to, and then leave it at that. Okay, so exciting times. The day has finally arrived, and of course a bit mixed feelings, but we've got the trucks loaded up. Not young Nicholas with the final bits and pieces. You can put that in the camper if you can find any space, because as you can see the back is absolutely rammed. I've got a cable going in at the moment because it's a rather chilly day, so since I haven't got any heating in the truck, I put in a couple of fan heaters, but one down on the floor over there. So we're going to get on our way. We're going down to Portsmouth, and hopefully we'll have a smooth run down there. We've got the caravan on the back of the other one, and you're doing some filming as well, so
yeah, I'm going to put it out here.
Yeah, I'll probably mount this one, the other one, and probably not bore you too much with going down the road. So yeah, give us a wave. So we've arrived in Portsmouth. We're at the ferry terminal and it's absolutely brassically freezing, which is lovely because I've got no heating in the truck. Nicholas, were you nice and warm in the other little lorry?
I was.
Yeah, well that's at least nice to know. So we've got about an hour to wait, so we thought we would try some delicacies here just before we get on the boat. So with any luck we'll get through customs without being searched, but if we don't, we'll film that if we can, and we'll see you as we get onto the boat. There's our cabin. Yes, and it has, yeah, warm, which the truck isn't. And look, magic beds, which is pretty cool. How good is that? Right, we're going to get into those. See you in France. Well, it's incredibly windy here. In fact, it's so windy that all the wind turbines behind me are tired. They're having a bit of a rest. But we've been stopping at every single Plymouth service station as we go, because I'm going to show you what we need. You see these little stickers on here? They're blind spot stickers. Now, the French like stickers, and we tried to buy some on eBay and we absolutely failed to do so. It just didn't arrive in time and they don't seem to sell them anywhere. So I'm going to go and try, I think it's the 4th or 5th one, and with any luck we might actually get somewhere. I think we might go and have a coffee as well. Coffee time?
Coffee time.
Very good. Right, we'll leave Nicholas asleep in the truck. He'll probably realise we've gone somewhere. So there we go. We've actually got them. Only 35 euros. So what a bargain that was. So I'm going to stick those on. We're going to have a coffee and we're going to get somewhere hopefully which is just a little bit nicer than here, and maybe show you some nice parts of France. Exciting things autoroute, especially in this weather. Well, this is probably the highlight of my day, filling up and comparing how much they've done. But actually really interesting, I put 71.6 litres into this one and 66.9 into the other. So actually this old girl hasn't done at all badly. So we're going to go and park up for a bit because it's been a long old slog down, and as you've seen already, it's pretty disgusting weather. So we're going to go and have a cup of tea and yeah, twiddle our thumbs for a bit. Another lovely lorry park. How blessed are we? France is looking absolutely amazing, and I'm sort of aware that this video is going to be really boring, but I'm going to try and edit it a little bit. Anyway, yet another coffee. We're a couple of hours out from Montluçon, where we're going to stay the night, unless we get too knackered, in which case we're just going to stop. So, going to see what Ev thinks, and we'll get back to you. Right, Good morning. I'll put the gen set on so we can put some warm air into the truck, because my goodness me, last night it was fine. Absolutely mad. Oh, how are you? Hello, moo cows. Well, here we are in Montluçon. Look at you. Hello, beautifuls. Hello. What am I doing? Yes. So, here we are. Right up in the hills. It is a really slow drag up here. Massively wet and horrible, and we have a dog to walk. Let's go and have a look at those wind turbines, shall we? Yeah. Willow. Hey, Dave. Look at these things coming down. No, they mince birds. So I reckon that's what, a 10-metre blade. So pi r squared, that's, oh, so it's 100 multiplied by roughly 3, so 300. So it's going around once every 2 seconds. That's 150 meters per second at the end of those blades. Absolutely manic. Pretty impressive engineering. You wouldn't want to be on the end of a fairground ride like that. So here we are, first part of the journey, eh? How do you feel? It's quite weird to be yeah, it's drive actually. It's weird to be out of the UK. It's much milder here today. It was absolutely freezing last night. When we got here, there was we got the bedding out of the truck, and there was a bottle of Prosecco in amongst it for some reason, and it was actually cold enough to drink straight away. Really quite impressive. Don't need a fridge. We were environmentally friendly despite the trucks and the gen set. Yeah. So the plan is we're gonna chill out here for a little bit, might do some editing, and then we're gonna trundle on down to Lyon.
Yes.
Yeah.
After a few days rest.
Yeah, a good day's rest. So let's go and see what we can see down here. What have you got there? Typical Labrador. Oops. Nice. Is that good? And Willow's found an old Renault 4 stuck in the bushes there. We've got something to restore. Possibly not with this lovely concrete they like to put on things. Lost the dog. We're now saying goodbye to Montluçon, and it's beautiful and probably very tasty cows, and we're going to hit the road. Just started spitting, and we are going to hopefully get to Lyon, possibly for lunchtime. So here we go. This is literally as fast as we can go. Wonderful going up hills in trucks. Sorry everyone behind. Ooh, more speed. Might get another gear in a minute. stop on our tour of French motorway services is Les Volcans d'Auvergne, which you might be able to see said volcanoes, not actually currently operating, in the background. But because it's Sunday, it's absolutely jammed here because you're not allowed to drive trucks on a Sunday, except for us, of course, because it's a camper. But yeah, my goodness me, I'm going to get a cup of coffee quickly, I think.
Yep.
Good view. The obligatory wind turbine. Right. Lyon is a long way, and it's that way. It's a long old drag up the hill. So, let's look out of the window a bit. I don't know quite what that building is. Well, this is exciting. Just had the most absolutely enormous explosion, and yeah, one of the front tyres has come out. So we're waiting for the guy to come out and see what he can do for us. I've stopped a little bit further up, but it's not really ideal because we're in a live lane just there. So we're going to see what happens with all of this. Very annoying, especially since for some reason it's not starting at the moment. So I don't know whether a bit of the rubber's buggered the injection pump, but I guess we will find out in due course. So I'm going to walk up to Ev and we'll see what happens, really. We'll keep you updated, I guess. I suppose this makes good content, even if it is rather irritating. With any luck, it'll start snowing fairly soon. Wow, this is fun. I was quite impressed that this little thing's towing it. Right, I'm going to put you down because it's not great.
So it appears that one of the tires had exploded, and the explosion of the tire has disconnected some of the electric cables. But that's kind of good news because it's not the engine. So there we go. Anyway, kind of reinsured a little bit. So the excellent chap is putting the wires back together. We've changed the tyre, and we should be on our way soon, hopefully.
You make me lose myself. You make me lose myself. I'm gonna make some biscuits, baby. Gluten can't stop me. I'm gonna dodge my tag. sugar pie.
Thought you might be interested to see what actually happened to this tyre, which caused us to break down on the motorway. An absolutely enormous chunk was ejected, and this is the interior. And I guess that, you know, when the air came out of this, it was enough to dislodge the wire that feeds the injection pump. So that really brought us to an absolutely grinding stop. But I'm quite surprised, and perhaps Mr. Hankook, who made this tyre, might be able to explain why it would fail here on the sidewall. I can only think I did notice a little vibration before it went, so maybe it had a bulge in it, but it's all a little bit strange. Anyway, here we are in Lyon, or just down south of Lyon, and you can't see him today, but the Alps are over there. We're going to stay here for a little bit. I'm going to put the truck back together properly. Thank you very much indeed for watching. Please do, you know, the old like and subscribe stuff. That really is very helpful. And we'll see you soon.